I feel like it's been a long time since I made a video. Mobizen's glitching with me, so I was trying to make a video last week, but Mobizen was glitching with me. And then I fell into some kind of small depression about VGC because I was getting tilted more often than not. And then I got some help. Specifically towards THATSAplusONE. I'm gonna link you and your channel in the description below if you're watching. So I honestly want to dedicate this video towards THATSAplusONE, his people in the Discord server, and probably PokeStrikes for, you know, just keeping me in there interested. Because, like, I've been wanting to stay away from Pokemon for a bit, but I just have not been able to thanks to THATSAplusONE and PokeStrikes. And I'm recording this as, like, 3 hours after the International Challenge ended for November, which is Sunday. And now, about how I did in the International Challenge. I did 43 battles out of the 45 battles allowed. I finished 30 and 13 with a rating of 1750. The highest of my career. The highest. And also, if you are not in the GS Cup Discord server, if you don't know about this, I got second place in one of their tournaments. It was my first top cut and my highest finish there in my career so far. And I'm here to show it off. Now, if you want to go more in depth, day 1, I went 11 wins, 4 losses. Day 2, 10 wins, 5 losses. Day 3, 9 wins, 4 losses. Here we go. Now, the only highlights I'm going to be showing you guys are just like those epic games that just go down to the wire or somewhere around that line. Yeah, my opponent leads Tapu Koko Groudon. Now, when I was in team preview, I saw a Shedinja on that team. And I previously had gotten tilted by a Shedinja before. Anyway, there's Drought. Anyway, guys, if you're excited for me to come back into the VGC scene, make sure you hit the like button to see more videos like this. And I'm gonna make another deal with you guys. If this video hits 5 likes, I'm gonna make a video regarding my whole team for the International Challenge and for the second place in the GS Cup Discord server. And also, that discharge plays so really good. Because, like, Tapu Koko plus Groudon means you can't go to sleep and you're inflicting damage. However, I just think that team just loses the wide guard straight up. Anyway, I got tricked him up by a U-turn out on the Groudon. Because I knew I had to save Incineroar for the Shedinja, because it was the only thing I could hit Shedinja with. And probably one of the MVPs on my team is Lurantis. That's the Precipice Blade, double connects. And thanks to that Prism Armor, I survive. And I retaliate with a Photon Geyser. And I don't even know how Koko even took that well. And there goes Necrozma. Yeah. If you want to see my team details, hit 5 likes, and I'll be good. And there's the Palkia. Now, I will remind you guys again, if you're not subscribed, if you are subscribed to me, ring the notification bell so that you get updates on my next videos. Because if you're missing out on these, then what are you even doing? And I personally don't know what to do for my 10 sub celebration, and there's a Shedinja. I go ahead and hit the Palkia. Does a good amount of damage. Thanks to the contrary, Water Spout obviously not going to hit the Shedinja because of the Wonder Guard, but it connects with the Palkia. Took out pretty decently, and retaliates with a Thunder. Now, this was going to Kyogre. I thought I'd take this. I'm at max HP, and I didn't even take it. Well, I mean, it could be because of the electric terrain, but when I was battling there, I was like, how did I even KO? And then, here is where the hard reads begin. I anticipated Ally Switch from Shedinja. Even though he was switching, I anticipated Ally Switch. I make an incredibly hard read on him. And I got him looking. The gamble paid off. The gamble absolutely paid off. Now, I will be making another video about this November International Challenge because the prize was a shiny Tapu Lele. And then I'll go ahead and look at my ranking. Groudon switches back in with Drought now gonna come back into play. Now I'm a +1 attack and defense. And I go for another hard read. He ally switched again and I called it. I doubled up onto the Shedinja slot. I didn't think that my Lorenz was underspin on Incineroar, but it did. And it O-coast the Groudon thanks to the superpower boost. And the Shedinja is just gonna go down. Because it only has 1 HP. I tell you, like, I had so much tilt throughout this International Challenge. I had Origin Pulse misses, I had some Confusion hacks, I had some Freeze hacks. Like, if you aren't suffering through the hacks, then what are you? Anyway, this guy goes for a Spatial Rend on towards my Lurantis. Almost KO'd it. And his Palkia's gone. That's it. I won. Only to find out it was the choice specs. And that definitely played a factor into him winning the bout. I mean, not talking about Kyogre. That definitely played a factor. And I have so many clips from this International Challenge, but I'm only picking the best out of the best. I did watch this beforehand. And this is probably the second battle I'm going to show. Anyway, again, like, had it not been for THATSAplusONE and PokeStrikes for keeping me into the VGC scene, I probably wouldn't be recording this video. I probably would be recording something like Super Smash Brothers or Fortnite or Mario Kart, even Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, had it not been for you guys, I probably wouldn't be here. So, thank you for rejuvenating myself back into this. And, by the way, that was a Psychic Seed Reshiram, which was interesting. And, yeah. I immediately switched out Kyogre, anticipating he was switching Groudon for the Lele. I had my own Lele, but this tech is so interesting. Sunny Day on the Tapu Lele. You don't see that every day. Blue Flare comes out of the restaurant. Oh, and it avoids! I didn't think the Liquid Sunny Day would come out. That Groudon was switching there, so I definitely knew that could have done more damage. And Kartana comes out for the Lele. And Moonblast comes out. I go for the Reshiram here just because I want to get the special attack drop. Doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, and he misses the Blue Flare again! I bug bited there because I thought Lele might have had a berry. Anyway, I switch on my Lele for Kyogre. I liquidationed the Reshiram, hoping I would get the KO and minimize Blue Flare's damage. So I was like, okay, this one has to connect, right? He can't just miss 3 in a row. He detects, thinking I would just straight up Psychic him. And he missed 3 in a row! On an 80% accuracy move. Is it 80 or is it 85? I can't fully remember. I think it was like 80 something. That's all I know. Groudon switches back in, bringing back the sun. And then, pretty much, I switch to Kyogre because I want to try to reset the rain for next time, and I get back to my Lele. Now, I thought he Precipice Blades here. That's the only reason why I wide guarded. I thought he would Precipice Blades. He leaves Blades to Araquanid, somehow gets a crit with this hit. I know a Leaf Blade does not KO Araquanid at full, unless he's boosted. It's either banded, or I take it. And it turns out he didn't Precipice Blade, so he Rock Tombed. Which, by the way, can miss. Now, here goes back my Lurantis. And I switched back out to Lele because I would assume a Fire Punch was coming. And there's a rain coming back. Knockout comes out onto the Lurantis, dealing so much damage with the boosted, knocks off my Assault Vest, and he does Precipice Blades here. And unfortunately, my Lurantis did not live to see another turn. Psychic Terrain is gone. My Lele switches back in, bringing back the Psychic Terrain. By the way, guys, how did you all do in the International Championship you played? Like, did you try hard at it, or did you just go for the shiny Lele? I go for the Psychic, onto the Cortana Slug, because I think I could KO it. Turns out I did, because Cortana has really poor special defense. Now, I go for Stalled here because, like, I am not certain about Origin Pulse connecting. And he's down with his Groudon, because I already knocked out the Restaurant from earlier. However, the sun's up, and he's at full HP. So, I just tried to go for straight up on the offensive. I Psychic. On Psychic Terrain, does a good amount of damage. No berry popped. Precipice Blades, however, does double connect. And the Kyogre survived! And now, would Scald be enough to take out Groudon in the sun? It is! And just to let you guys know, before I end this video, like, obviously you need to like the video if you want to see, like, more VGC content and the full details on my whole team. Which, by the way, if you aren't on the GS Cup Discord server, then you should know what. Then you don't know what this team is if you're not on that server. And also, please, just give me a break. Like, I'm over here saying to PokeStrikes in one of his streams that, like, you need to stop asking for things. It's like, you're gonna get the bad luck that you had. Because I remember in the stream, I was watching it, and he got flinched, and then he asked himself not to get flinched, then gets burned. And then his argument on the stream was like, oh, but I was complaining about Origin Pulse misses. Well, I wasn't thinking about it. If I wasn't thinking about it, it likely happens. If I think about it, it probably won't happen. That's my argument. The past is the past, the present is the present. Forget about the past, think about right now. Don't think about the future, anything. Well, I mean, obviously the rankings, but, like, still. Anyway, guys, it just feels good to be back recording videos. I had tough times. Believe me. Believe me. 30 wins and 13 losses. 1750 rating. It honestly is my most impressive performance in my whole entire Pokemon career. It honestly is. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you, THATSAplusONE, for bringing me back and supercharging my performance. And I especially want to thank everyone who supported me and every opponent I battled. Because if it weren't for all you guys, I wouldn't even be here. I would just be weaker, dying of tilt, going for depression, you name it. Okay, so, okay. Leave a like, comment if you want. Make sure it's a positive comment or I will delete it. And if you are subscribed, make sure you ring the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you later, all. No, that's a bad outro. I will see you all later. Peace!